broadcast here with the Owl. So welcome out there. For those who are not able to attend, they can actually see us live right now. So grab your popcorn, get ready, and we'll get going. Adequate notice of this meeting of Lawrence Township Council being held on Tuesday, September 20th, 2022 has been provided through the posting of the annual meeting schedule of said council in accordance with Section 13 of the Open Publics Act. Said notice was forwarded to the Trentonian, the Times, and the Ledger on December 22nd, 2021. Madam Clerk, may we have the inspiration, please? Please rise.
May we carry out our work at this meeting in a just, honorable, and sincere manner, always bearing in mind our duties and continuing to keep Lawrence a wonderful community in which to live. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Mr. Bobbitt?
Here.
Mr. Kanaki?
Here.
Ms. Lewis will be joining us later. Mr. Powers?
Here.
Mayor Ryan?
Here. Also, I'd like to say Councilman Powers will be leaving a little early today, so don't be alarmed on that. We have special proclamation, recognitions, and presentations. And Councilman Bobbitt, if you would do the honors, please, honoring Janet Bickle.
No problem, Mr. Mayor. Would you like to come up? Or,
Yeah, she can come up.
Okay.
You want to come up? You want to come up? You want your cane?
No.
I like your spirit.
You can come too.
Where do you want? There's a, I put a chair.
Oh, if you want, you can,
In that chair.
you can sit in this chair and I'll just read it to you.
Yeah.
It goes.
Sitting is good. Thank you.
Do the queen.
Don't read that.
Yes.
Everyone have a can Whereas volunteers are central to the well-being of not only our community, but to the country and all of our society, and whereas volunteers provide a variety of services to meet the needs of our township, many of which cannot be measured in terms of monetary value, and whereas those individuals who volunteer their time and services for worthy causes should be recognized for their unselfish contributions to the residents, and whereas the Lawrence Historical Society believes now is the time to honor and celebrate Janet Bickle for 53 years of community service. Whereas Ms. Bickle, a resident of Lawrence for 53 years, mother of 3, and college-level teacher and professor of English, has devoted her time and talent in serving the community in several ways for over half a century. And whereas Janet established and conducted tours of the Brearley House for Lawrence Township second grade students, must have been fun, and previously served as a secretary, newsletter editor, Friends of the Lawrence Library, volunteer reader, recording for the blind and dyslexic, Medicare counselor, state health assistance program, or SHIP, and former president and secretary of the Lawrence Historical Society. Whereas Janet currently serves as the trustee of the Lawrence Historic Society and Friends of the New Jersey State Museum, and whereas the Lawrence community is richer by far today due to Ms. Bickle's dedication to the preservation of our vast historic culture, and now, therefore, be it resolved by the Township Council of the Township of Lawrence, County of Mercer, State of New Jersey, that it hereby extends its best wishes and heartfelt appreciation to Ms. Bickle on her many distinguished accomplishments and wishes her good health, happiness, and success in all of her future endeavors. September 20th, 2022, signed by all of Township Council. I just want to say a few words, or
Well, I would just like to thank the Historical Society, my dear friends. Ruth, I know, was a big person behind this. And it's been a wonderful years that 50-some years that I've lived in Lawrence, and I've enjoyed doing all that kind of stuff, particularly after I retired. That's a nice thing about volunteering. You can say, yeah, but next week I'm going away for a trip. Thank you very much.
Thank you. They don't need me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, no one.
You okay?
Yes.
Oh.
Well,
This is where the Jim was getting jealous that he has got a proclamation. It's weird.
you want
Years of service.
Well, I have to say, Ms. Bickle, she's an underachiever, huh? So we'll go with public participation, 5 minutes, please. Come up and state your name and your address for the record. Thank you.
Sylvia Cobus, 1547 Ohio Avenue. I have a question about the new firehouse and EMT center that's going to be sometime in the near future created on 206. My question about it is, will there be professional firefighters there around the clock? If there is just that one, are the other ones, the other firehouses, the other companies going to be shut down? So if there is a center created. So that's kind of what I was, because I read on Mr. Nowinski's blog that that's going to be created and all of that, which is great if there were professional firefighters around the clock, because right now, as the information I got, the volunteer firefighters take over over the night and then on the weekend. So that's my question. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I know it's a work in progress. Mr. Nowinski, do you have anything to add?
Well, the person read my blog. It provided with all the information. This was a situation where there was grant money available for this type of project now. So we decided to make an application for it now. And the grant money is designed solely to explore the potential of creating a fire and EMT department at that location. It's going to study the grounds, it's going to prepare the architectural designs, and hopefully we would have a complete package ready to go if and when the governing body decides it's appropriate to do. So we're seizing the moment because we have access to grant funds to get this completely done. Our community has been serviced by volunteer firemen for more than 100 years, actually more than 100 years. It continues to be so. We have a career fire staff as well. There is no plans at this time to convert completely to a career fire program. The volunteers are serving our community well. They're important and integral to our public safety plan, and they will continue to be supported. And right now, we're in a position where we're fortunate enough to have a group of career firemen working together with volunteers to provide coverage to our town.
Mr. Mayor, if I may,
Yes, you may.
I just wanted to state that as someone who appreciates I'll put it on that one. As someone who appreciates the volunteer firefighters, it is my position as a member of council that I'd like to see the volunteers continue. Of course, we have to work with the manager in terms of staffing issues and since he runs the day to day, but as someone who really values each firehouse and how they are hubs for different parts of sections of the community, I think it's something that I think all of us, I think I can speak for all of us up here, that we value, including the town manager. So I don't think us modernizing certain facilities should be taken as an attack on.
Oh, no, that was
No.
not completely
And I say
misunderstood.
that, and I say that not directed towards you, but directed towards those on.
No, that was completely misunderstood apparently, because my question just was like, as Mr. Nowinski wrote in his blog, that there would be a mixture, which volunteer firefighters are great, that's not a problem at all for me. But the question really was, if we only creating one fire, because right now there is a Slackwood firehouse, and then there is another one more in the north part of the township. So if we're creating one firehouse, then I was wondering if that would be the case, that we're doing the mixture of professional and volunteer firefighters around the clock. That was my question, really. I'm not attacking anybody. I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to figure out how that's going to be if we're creating one hub, because that's what I understood from the blog, that there would be one hub on 206, and that's why I was asking that question. There was no. I just want to know for the future what's going on. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, so I would
Mr.
just supplement by just indicating that we did have a fire study done
Correct.
a couple years ago, and it provided us with more than 30 recommendations that we've systematically gone through to improve our fire department and our overall public safety response. This is one of those recommendations to explore the issue of having a centralized fire and EMT station. The three that we have were prepared and created at a time when that was the appropriate way to do it. Apparently, there is a new and better way to cover our community in terms of, a more central location. And as a result, the overall plan would be at some point in time to be centrally located there, but we're not there yet. And a lot is driven by our responses to fires and situations like that. In the 1970s, 60s, 80s, the community was flush with volunteers, ready, willing, and able to fight fires on behalf of everybody. Now, that's wonderful. That doesn't exist any longer. There are few and awesome people that volunteer their time to do this, but the numbers are reduced, and we're not alone. This is happening all over the country, where fire departments existed that were all volunteer, but now, we see that in order to meet our public safety obligations, we're going to probably have to eventually go to more career than volunteer, but we're not there yet.
Thank you.
And we did have an extensive study done and recommendations on this they went from response time to everything. They went through everything on this, and there was just recommendations, and that's what we're looking at right now. Public participation, 5 minutes. Anyone else? Seeing none, we'll close public participation. Review and revision of the agenda. Then,
Mayor, I just want to confirm we're going to have a closed session tonight.
We are.
very good.
Okay.
Can I get a
we
mo-
need to add that on then.
It's on there.
It's on there.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
It's on the agenda.
Yeah.
Page 7.
Can I get a motion, move A, please?
Mayor, I'll move 8A, B, C, D in a block, the closed session of July 19th, regular meeting March 15th, 2022, regular meeting April 5th, 2022, and regular meeting April 19th, 2022.
Second.
Okay. Mr. Bobbitt,
Yes.
Mr. Powers.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor Ryan
Yes.
and Councilman Knapp.
Yes.
Awarding and
No,
rejecting.
Mr.
Oh,
Mayor.
I'm sorry.
I'll move
Eight.
8E, regular
Yes,
meeting
correct.
of May 3rd, 2022.
Second.
Okay. Mr. Bobbitt,
Yes.
Mr. Kanaki,
Yes.
Mr. Powers,
Abstain.
Mayor Ryan.
Yes.
Mayor, move 8F, the regular meeting of May 17th, 2022.
Second.
Okay. Mr. Bobbitt,
Yes.
Mr. Kanaki,
Yes.
Mr. Powers.
Yes.
Mayor Ryan.
Abstain. Awarding and rejecting of bids.
Mayor, move 9A, number 303, authorizing awarding bid number 22-07, Hero Dog Park to TC Landscape Construction Group, Inc.
Second.
Rarely is there something that I'm really happy about recently, but this is a really good project. We had the specs put out for bid, and we have someone that successfully bid and is able to do this work for a fair amount of money, which is good, using our open space. And we hope by the end, this will be a state-of-the-art recreational facility for all to enjoy, both dog lovers as well as pedestrians who will use an outer loop to exercise and enjoy a long dormant or underused park in the southern portion of our town. And I'm really looking forward to it.
No garage.
Mr. Bobbitt,
Yes.
Mr. Kanaki,
Yes.
Mr. Powers,
Yes.
Mayor Ryan.
Yes. Introduction of ordinances. Motion move 10A, please.
Mayor, move 10A, ordinance number 2432-22, ordinance providing for sidewalk improvements in and by the Township of Lawrence in the County of Mercer, New Jersey, appropriating $14,175 therefore, and directing the special assessment of the cost thereof.
Second.
This basically provides a basis upon which we can, we're working with residents of Lawrence Township who are taking advantage of a program to have their sidewalks repaired or replaced at a very reduced rate because we're a community and we're able to get that kind of rate. And these individuals have taken part in it. And as a result, it's collected through our tax collector's office in terms of special assessments. And that's what this is.
Mr. Bobbitt,
Yes.
Mr. Kanaki,
Yes.
Mr. Powers.
Yes.
Mayor Ryan.
Yes. Adoption of ordinance. Motion move 11A, please.
Mayor, move 11A, ordinance number 2431-22, an ordinance amending section 400, general regulations and permitted modifications, article 4, zoning district regulations.
Second.
Public participation, please. Any public? We'll close that on that. Madam Clerk?
Mr. Bobbitt, Mr. Kanaki.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is this the gun? Is this the gun?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Well, I think we should just have a brief description.
Yes,
of what
absolutely.
you mind?
I apologize.
This is an ordinance that came through the policies of the governing body to provide a restriction in our land use ordinance that prohibits the sale of firearms within 1,000 feet of public or private school property or houses of worship.
I'll finish off the roll call.
Thank you.
Mr. Powers
Yes.
and Mayor Ryan.
Yes. Managers report.
I only have one item, and that is that the township had undergone its required audit by Mercadian Group, provided you with a copy of it. It's unremarkable in the sense that our finances and our system of finances are appropriate and compliant with the law. And if you have any questions or concerns, I will be available for you to contact me.
Thank you. Attorney's report.
I really have nothing until closed session, but I would like to draw the council's attention to Resolution F3, authorizing a professional services agreement for the redevelopment project at 40 Enterprise Avenue. These are complicated transactions. There are nuances to these agreements, and they go on for 25 years. It's my recommendation that we retain Phoenix Consulting Services. They do this for municipalities and county entities across the state. I believe they will wind up saving the township a significant amount of money. So while we are spending some money on their services, I actually intend to get the redeveloper to reimburse a fair portion of these fees, if not the entire amount. But I think any redevelopment project that we take on going forward, it's good to have this type of consultant on our team. So I'm just drawing your attention to that. No one's called me. I assume Mr. Nerwinski might have explained that to any council member who had questions.
Thank you. Clerk's report.
The only thing I have is Yvette would like to know who's attending the league. So you can email me if you're attending. And also about the ticketed meal, if you want to attend any of those events, so I can order you some tickets. And next month I'll be starting to work on the boards and committees, sending those out.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Appreciate it. Unfinished business. New business. Good. All right, here we go. Public participation, 3 minutes. Don't be shy. Where are we? Good. All right, we're going to close public participation, 3 minutes. Can I get a motion to move resolution 18A?
Mayor, in honor of Councilwoman Lewis, I move 18A1 through H7 in a block, and I think I got it right.
Second.
Mr. Bobbitt,
Yes.
Mr. Kanaki,
Yes.
Mr. Powers.
Yes.
And Mayor Ryan.
Yes. We have council initiatives and liaison reports. Any?
Yeah, Mayor, Historic Preservation met with Care One. It looks like there's finally some more movement on the Gulick House. They're intent on preserving the house itself and actually moving it 1,000 feet closer to a lot that could be sold to a single-family residential family. It's going to be about $1 million in movement costs, so we're very serious about it. And actually, there's going to be a special meeting October 3rd to talk about the design elements of not only the rehab of the Gulick House, but also of the Care One facility that's proposed for that site as well. That's it.
Preservation's good. Anyone else?
I'll just say that Growth Redevelopment has been working with township staff to come up with a new business manual for those people who are interested in running a business or opening a business in Lawrence Township. This will be sort of a beginning guide for them. And then just to say that if you have any questions about the Growth and Redevelopment Committee or the Environmental Committee, they'll be at Community Day. So go stop and say hi when you're out there on October 2nd, right? Sunday the 2nd?
Yes. And I believe Councilman Bobbitt, wasn't that with Craig Dinwiddie put that together, which did a very good job. Our community aid put that all together and really helpful on that. Anyone else? You good? Written communications. Good. Executive sessions.
Mayor, move to go into closed session for purposes of litigation.
Second.
Thank you all for coming. Have a safe night, please. Paul Larson. Word. The ghost of Christmas past.